So we're going to first start with applying a primer. So remember, for this technique, we have already done our skincare, and I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I'm using 2 shades mixed together, number 3 and number 4. The shade 3 is light to medium shade, and then the other one is the medium shade. So the medium is a little too dark for me, and the light to medium is a little too light. So I'm mixing both of those. When you put your foundation on top of it, you look like you're glowing, just super beautiful. So I already feel like my skin looks so healthy and dewy, and I'm a big fan of dewy skin. Like, yes, I do love some powder to set my makeup up, but I always like dewy skin in areas where it should be dewy. Always give your primer a little bit time to set before you apply any other products on top of it. Otherwise, the cream products that go on top are going to slip and slide. So give it some time, let it sit there for a moment. You should do your eye makeup after the primer so it has enough time to set. I've already done my eye makeup because that was not the point of this video, but the point is the whole underpainting, under contouring technique, which is going to give you such a natural look. It's going to look awesome. So I already posted a quick short video of this technique on Instagram, but I wanted to go into the depths and details of it so you know exactly how to do it. Instagram doesn't give you much time to actually show and, you know, tell you all the little secrets of doing this technique. So that's why I wanted to spend some time going over the technique. So let's get started. So for this technique, it's essential that you use a cream bronzer because the cream bronzer is going to go effortlessly on your skin. A powder bronzer will not work because you have to put some cream products afterwards. So definitely a cream bronzer is recommended. My number 1 favorite is the Huda Beauty, but the one that I'm using today is the Soul Skin or Soul Body by ColourPop Cosmetics. And the brush that I'm using over here is also the Huda Beauty Face Sculpt and Shade brush. So I'm going to take a good amount of this product. The areas that you contour are the ones that create the shadows, but we are using a bronzer, so they've used a bronzer in this technique. So we're going to put it where you normally would contour, which is like the hollows of the cheek for your jaw, but you're going to also apply some of it over here where the sun naturally hits, creating a nice bronzy sun-kissed effect. So this is basically the whole idea behind the under contour technique. You're going to look sun-kissed from within. All right, so let's put it right here. Okay, and you can put a good amount. You can see I put a good amount over here, and then you're going to go on the other side as well. Good amount. Up here, up here. I'm also going to go here because we're going to lift this area as well. And over here, we're going to go this way. This is how we're going to go all the way into the hairline. And then of course the jaw. We're going to blend this all out, okay? So I'm using the other end of this brush and I'm going to be blending it out. If you feel it's not enough, you could actually go with more. I'm not gonna go with more, but you could if you want to. You know how all these red carpet events, you see all these actresses with beautiful, as if their skin is that amazing, but it's actually this technique. When you do your makeup with this technique, it doesn't look like you've caked on makeup. It looks like this is how you naturally look. So this is amazing. I mean, I would love to naturally look like that. We're gonna get that with makeup. And then we'll also do it on the nose. Now the next step is going to be the concealer. Now for this, I'm using 2 concealers. So in my Instagram video, I showed only 1 concealer. I felt that that was a little too light for me. So I'm using one shade that's like super close to my skin tone and a little bit of a lighter shade. So we're gonna go with both shades. So this first one is the Dior concealer. I'm applying it in all areas that I would usually put illuminator on. And then you can see this is a little bit for the lighter shade. And I'm just kind of mixing these 2 right onto my skin over here, and then over here as well. And we're gonna blend all of that out. And then the color that I get when I mix these 2 shades is my perfect shade. And you wanna go on the bridge of your nose as well. Blend all of this really well. It's all gonna look really amazing afterwards. It's gonna all come together. You have to trust the process of makeup. I know sometimes people freak out when they first start seeing, okay, what is happening? And then when you see the final result, you'll see how amazing it is. So that's why I always say that. Trust the process is going to look really, really amazing at the end. For this particular technique, you require really less amount of foundation. So you want to use only about 1 to 1.5 pump of the foundation. I'm going to take like 1.5 pump foundation that I'm using today is the Sephora Best Skin Ever, and my shade is 33 and it's like skin for me. So I'm gonna blend it on the back of my hand to warm up the product. Always do that because that will make blending so easy. You want to apply just the product in the center. The reason for this is it looks much more effortless and well blended as you go outwards blending it. So most of the product, it starts in the center and you go all over the face blending it. So I think I have a little extra product on my hand. I don't really even require it. 1 pump should be enough. And with this technique, it also prevents you from getting all those harsh lines that you could possibly get from applying the products on top of each other. Bronzer and contour on top of this, you can actually see the harsh lines when you do that. But with this technique, you will not. And the final step we have over here is the blush. So, well, I'm gonna do the blush and highlighter both. Just gonna apply some blush on the back of my hand. Here you go with the blush. And remember to apply the blush on your nose as well. You were in the sun just a moment ago and you just, look so sun-kissed. And remember to take the blush all the way under the eye area. This is another technique that has become very popular, that if you go all the way under the eye, it looks much more natural. It's a nice blurring effect to it as well. At this moment, you could technically be done, but I'm gonna go with a little bit of highlighter. And the highlighter I'm using is the Wander Beauty On The Glow Blush and Illuminator. And I will go with some highlighter. And some here, and also on my lip. I will blend that out really nicely. In the technique that Mary Phillips shared on TikTok, I didn't see her applying the highlighter, but it's totally up to you. You could use the highlighter. I'm gonna go with a little bit more blush probably because I felt like the highlighter kind of took out value from the blush, so I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna set everything up with this Fenty Beauty Invisimatte. It became super popular during the Super Bowl and I had to try it out, and oh my god, this is like so amazing. You are gonna get the most matte effect from this. So I usually don't go for matte products, but this one is just so amazing. So I've kept the, you can see that I've kept the shine in certain areas where it needs to be nice and like glowy, and I've matted the center, the T-zone. So that's how you want it to be. So here's my final look, guys. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this look? This is the whole natural underpainting and under contouring technique. I really love this. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. And I feel like this technique is gonna be my go-to, especially during summer, because that's when you want to feel like nice and fresh and sun-kissed. Do subscribe to my channel and also check my Instagram. It's make.up.simplified, and I also put a lot of videos over there, so check it out. Bye!